All right, everybody, and welcome back to Midnight Movies. I am your co-host, Cody.
And I'm the other co-host, Nikki, and I don't know where to look.
I know, right? Look at that. We got our camera set up.
This is the first time that we are trying this.
I know, everyone can see our faces.
I know, I was like, I feel like I'm acting like a robot. I'm like, what do I do?
I don't know how to move.
I know.
Does not compute.
I was like, I can't be natural right now. I'm sorry.
I mean, we can look at the camera whenever we have something to say to you guys.
Yeah.
But hi, everybody.
Hey.
Welcome. You can see our faces.
Yeah.
Everyone out there is just like,
God, this is what they look like.
That's what he looks like. That's what I expected him to look like.
We say this as if like most of the people that are listening are our
people
friends.
Who already know what we look like. This is for when we spread out.
When we get real big.
For our one Russian listener and our one UK listener, this is what we look like.
I know, yeah. It says we have a Russian and UK listener. I don't know if that
is someone with a VPN or not.
We're going to be hopeful and just think that it's someone who just found us.
Yeah. Sorry about our bad British accents when it comes to the alien.
Yes. Please
the alien
continue
ranking.
watching.
Please watch and listen. We love it. We love it. Anyway, today we're talking about Slither.
Slither.
Directed by James Gunn. Came out in 2006.
It is such a 2006 movie.
It is the most mid-2000s movie ever.
The humor, the way that it looks, like, I was watching it again, obviously,
the CGI.
for this. Oh, yeah, and I was like...
We'll get into that.
Damn, this is a 2006 movie for sure.
It 100% is. Well, I guess we'll just get into what our experience with this movie is. Nikki, what's your first experience with this movie?
So whenever I first started getting into horror movies, I didn't really know what the first like body horror movie that I watched was, but I was getting into those more, and my oldest sister is really into body horror as well. Shout out Jade. And so not Jade, our editor, Jade, my sister.
Oh, that's not going to be confusing at all.
No. But yeah, so she was like, "Oh, you should check out this movie, Slither," and I did, and I loved it. And I feel like I might have watched The Walking Dead and knew who Michael Rooker was before, like just by watching that, and then him in this. Obviously, this came out before The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
So I was already a fan of his. I think he's a very handsome man.
He's got a very unique look.
And he has a nice voice.
He's got that, like, you recognize it whenever you hear it. I can't even begin to imitate it.
Oh, no.
Let me try.
You're so good at impressions.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
That wasn't good.
That was terrible. It was the worst thing. I don't know. He's got that rasp and southern accent that works well together.
Yeah, I don't think he's like problematic at all, right?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think people really enjoy him.
I enjoy him too. And you mentioned The Walking Dead. That was my first experience with him because I saw The Walking Dead long before I ever saw Slither. But my first exposure to this is it's going to be a weird reference. So back in the early to mid 2000s, the Bravo channel had this TV program called 100 Scariest Movie Moments.
Oh, interesting.
And it was this thing
I just know Bravo from like The Real Housewives.
Oh, well, fair.
Yeah.
I never watched that.
Real Housewives of I think it's the OC that I would watch.
God, talk about real terrifying thing. Reality TV.
Seriously.
Real Housewives.
When just rich people are like
just
fighting
rich people
each other.
Just like, oh, woe is us.
Yeah. The scene where she was like, I think you need to eat some bread and calm down. That was good.
Is that a real thing?
No, yeah. They were like arguing, and she was like, I think you need to eat some bread and calm down.
I just think you need to eat some carbs and it's going to be okay.
I mean, honestly, I would calm down after eating some bread.
Depends on the bread.
True.
If it's a sourdough, then yeah, probably.
Some good sourdough.
If it's garlic bread, definitely.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hells yeah.
Garlic twist. Anyways.
So every like Halloween season, they would air the 100 Scariest Movie Moments, and it was hosted by like a lot of famous people in horror. So like Guillermo del Toro, Wes Craven. You don't really need to mind closing that now. People can see.
I just don't want the mic to pick it up.
I mean, it's fine.
Don't. Jade in there is so funny. It's just like, God,
Jade's
fuck
gonna
you guys.
hate this.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys.
Sorry.
We're past the 30-second
Yeah,
mark,
no,
so we can curse.
we've already cursed.
But anyway, they would air it, like a whole bunch of people associated with horror would like review their different like favorite horror movie moments. And they had a sequel called 30 More Scary Movie Moments. And Slither was part of that. I think it was number 27 or all. And it was a scene where, we'll get into it, a little bit of spoiler ahead, where... what's her name? Brenda is like in the barn all blown up
Yes.
into the giant ball.
Yes.
That was the scene, and that was my first exposure to it.
And you're like, whoa, I want to watch that.
Actually, the opposite. I was just like, I don't think that movie would be for me.
See, that's because if I were to have seen that, I would have been like, hell yeah, that's going on my watch list.
I don't know. It freaked me out. We'll get into the effect, but it just looked unsettling.
Yeah, I watched some like behind the scenes film of it. And James Gunn, that's his name, right?
Yeah.
He seems like a character, for one thing.
He is a character.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
But no, like, just his whole vision and, like, how they did, like, the Brenda monster and all of that. Like, it was very interesting. And I also have a tidbit to talk about with the actress who played Brenda. I think her real-life name is also Brenda.
Probably. That makes sense. Yeah, Brenda James.
Yeah, I have a little tidbit about her thoughts on it, too.
Oh, is it the fact that she's claustrophobic?
No,
or something?
no.
Oh, okay. Because I read that where it's like she was claustrophobic and she had to put her face into this tight enclosure.
Yeah, no, I didn't. We can like do this now.
I know.
We can visualize if this works.
Maybe we'll see.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully this actually works out.
And hopefully the camera doesn't die because Cody told me that he doesn't know the charge on it.
We'll see.
I can't see from all the way over here.
These fucking things are useless.
I know.
Just throw my glasses.
It's like I can't see, but
see, I'm legally blind.
but this was a total flop.
Yeah, this did not make a whole lot of money, and that's kind of
Not at all.
outside of the Marvel movies that James Gunn has made. That's kind of his pattern is flops, kind of. Because I think Super that came out after this, his next movie, I don't think did too well. And then the Suicide Squad. I hate that. I hate that I can't really say that on YouTube, but that's the title of the movie. That also flopped, but there's reasons probably to why the Suicide Squad flopped. It came out during the pandemic, and HBO Max decided to release it same day it came out in theaters.
The first one came out during the pandemic?
No, the Suicide Squad is a sequel. So there's
Suicide Squad
confusing.
and the...
There's Suicide Squad, and then there's the Suicide Squad.
Okay, because I remember I watched the first one, and I mean, I don't really like DC movies.
Most people don't.
Yeah, I don't think that's an unpopular opinion.
No. Unless you're talking about the Dark Knight movies, in which case, how dare you not like this?
No, the Dark Knight is awesome. I haven't seen the one with Bane, though.
Oh, the Dark Knight Rises? It's fine. It's a good conclusion to that trilogy, but it's not. It's nowhere near the level of the Dark Knight, or even really Batman Begins, in my opinion.
Is the Batman Begins a part of that trilogy?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not called the Dark Knight.
Yeah. Interesting. I couldn't remember the other part. I think I've literally only seen the Dark Knight out of that trilogy.
Oh, wow.
That's all I wanted. And that was good.
I think you can watch the Dark Knight without context from Batman Begins, but Batman Begins is great too.
I mean, I watched it without context.
This is our Batman Begins podcast, by the way.
I know. Maybe we should get into it.
Nikki's just going to sit there for 2 hours while I talk about Batman Begins because she hasn't seen it.
Give me the entire rundown.
Essentially, she'll just be sitting there just like, yeah. Oh, yeah. Liam Neeson. Oh, great.
Oh, Liam Neeson's in it?
Yeah.
Which one? Wait.
He's in Batman Begins.
Okay, I was like, I don't remember him.
And he's in The Dark Knight Rises as well.
Okay. But not in the Dark Knight.
Kind of.
Okay. Well, but anyways, yeah, this flopped. The budget was $15 million, and the box office is only $12.9 million.
Yeah, it's a real shame because I feel like this movie shouldn't have flopped. But then again, mid-2000s horror, I don't think many people were like into that unless it was a remake of something. Mm-hmm. Because like early to mid-2000s to late 2000s was the era of horror remakes. And I feel like if you weren't like your Texas Chainsaw Massacre, your Father's Day, like
just like a
My
slasher film.
Yeah.
I feel like slashers in the 2000s were doing great, but I feel like if it was like a body horror movie like this,
I feel like this isn't like everyone's cup of tea.
no. And I mean, like, it's definitely gotten like a cult following now.
I think people have come back and realized, actually, this movie's pretty fun.
Well, and it's just like, again, I feel like some people, like we talked about this before with people, like with comedy and horror and them combining it. Yeah. Sometimes people have a hard time.
People just, for some reason, like I've said before in our Krampus
like
review, it's just like, people, like, horror comedies have been around since the 80s. And it's like people still have a hard time grasping it as a concept.
Well, and I mean, I'm at fault for that too, because even whenever the first time I watched Krampus, I was like, this is supposed to be serious, right? And it took me until my second watch where I was like, oh, no, you idiot,
no,
this is a comedy.
This is a comedy, yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like just now I've started being able to, like, differentiate the two or be able to, like, combine the two kind of thing more now. But I've always enjoyed this movie.
I've enjoyed it. I can't even remember when I first actually saw this movie. It was probably around the time the first Guardians of the Galaxy came out, because I was just like, I want to see the other things that James Gunn has done.
Yeah.
I can't remember if I saw it before or after Guardians. It might have been before.
I'm trying to remember how old I was too, because
I would have been 14 when this movie came out, so definitely I wasn't yet a part of this audience.
Yeah.
Like, I was getting into horror, but I wasn't, like, deep into horror where I would voluntarily watch something like Slither.
Because I know The Walking Dead came out in 2010. So that's why I was like, I know it was after that. So I was around like 14 to 16 around there. I don't know. But seems about right.
God, I was 18 when Walking Dead came out. Now I'm an old man.
Old fart.
Look at all this gray in my beard.
I know, you can see it now.
Yeah, you guys can see it. You can see how generous Jade was with the amount of gray that he put in those thumbnails for my face.
He's like, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a line right there.
A light shading of gray. It's okay.
But anyway, before we get into spoilers, you said you like this movie. I also like this movie.
Yeah.
It's very fun.
It's fun. It's a good body horror movie.
Not only that, but I think it's a good, like, throwback to... I think James Gunn said that he was, like, looking at 1980s horror films as
this is very, like, in-your-face 80s horror movie references everywhere.
I mean, there are a lot of references to 80s, 90s horror films, but my mind goes way back to, like, 1950s horror. This is very, like... Invasion of the Body Snatchers or something like that, where it's centered in this small town with this colorful group of people and this weird alien invasion. It feels very 1950s, 1960s coded.
It was for sure Invasion of the Body Snatchers, but I feel like a lot of 80s movies were like remakes of 50s movies.
They were, because you had The Blob, you had Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
So I feel like it was like an ode to all of that. And I know that was some people's problems with this movie. They were like, oh, it's just a ripoff of this movie and that movie. And it's like, you know, a movie can like pay homage to other films without being a ripoff to it. And I feel like this is one of those. I didn't feel like it was ripping off anything.
Well, have you seen the other two movies? Like the two main movies that people bring up when they talk about like this being a ripoff? They're David Cronenberg's Shivers.
Yes, I wrote them down.
Okay.
Shivers, The Brood.
Oh, right? I didn't even think The Brood. Oh, but The Brood is one of them.
Because that was one of the influences, I guess.
That makes sense, especially with where some of this ending comes from.
But what was the other one?
The other one is Night of the Creeps. Okay, cool.
I have
that.
Yes, I have not seen Night of the Creeps. I have seen Shivers and The Brood, which were the influences to this. Okay. And apparently Uzumaki was also from Junji Ito.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, was inspiration to this as well.
Fair enough. Well, I've seen all three of those movies, so I have also seen Night of the Creeps. And when people compare it to either Shivers or Night of the Creeps, I think it leans more towards Night of the Creeps than it does Shivers. Shivers is very serious, straightforward, like people in a high-rise apartment being attacked by these alien slugs.
I didn't get shivers from this at all.
Night of the Creeps, though, is very much a horror comedy, and they play into the comedy. And I feel like a lot of situations, like, again, it's a very small town vibe. one of the main characters is a cop trying to stop everything.
I wanted to watch that too before
it's pretty good. You should add that to the schedule at some point.
Should. Here, let me write
Night
it
of the Creeps. We're adding it to the schedule, everybody.
Currently.
Right now, live on the podcast,
Isn't this exciting?
Looking at, unless Jay decides to cut this out, in which case, how
You're
dare
not seeing it. I actually have a lot of ideas on here. These are my ideas that we can go through later. I have like months and stuff. Like we can do like a ballet month.
I actually like that.
Right?
Especially since I haven't seen that last movie.
I haven't either. And then I thought like some good movies. You haven't seen Brick yet.
I have not seen Brick yet.
Me and Jade love Brick.
Jade has been trying to get me to watch Brick ever since.
This is it.
Yeah.
And then like I have I know we wanted to do like body horror movies, like The Fly, Society, Substance.
Best worst movies.
Oh yeah. Let me see.
I read The Wicker Man too. We should
specify
we're talking about the 2006 one when we're talking about
with Nicolas Cage.
Wicker Man.
And then an Alien.
Aliens, I like that.
And then Barbarian, I didn't really know where to put that. But then I have Jordan Peele movies as well.
Okay. We can kind of do Barbarian as like an epilogue to Jordan Peele movies.
Yeah, because I'm like, we'll throw that in somewhere.
Anyway, these are ideas that we have.
Yes, Night of the Creeps. I'm going to add that right now. But we're like booked out till May, so.
So
that's going to be a while from now, but that's okay. Anyways, are we going to talk about the movie?
Nah.
Let's not.
Let's not talk about the movie.
Who cares? Let's just talk about Michael Rooker. Let's do that.
I mean, we can get into it. So
Yes.
From here on out, we're going into spoilers. So if you haven't watched the movie, go ahead, put a pause on the podcast, go watch the movie.
We have the movie right here.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah,
this cool Scream Factory special edition Blu-ray that I have. Very cool cover art.
Oh, I know. I want to like look at it.
Just look at it.
Just look at it.
Just fucking look at it.
This scene was very Nightmare on Elm Street.
We'll talk about that. Yeah, I also
for
got
sure.
Nightmare on Elm Street on it.
I think that was like what he was going for.
I think that was very intentional.
But anyways, so this movie opens. How does it open?
It opens with a comet coming to Earth. Very 1950s
Yes.
of just... It also reminded me of, if we're going to references to other horror movies, The Thing. The Thing starts off very much with the alien ship coming to Earth. And also, my frame of reference was the 1978 Invasion of the Body Snatchers, where we see the actual like parasite floating to Earth and then starting
Such
to
a
take.
good movie.
Yeah, I know.
We need to do that.
We need to put We can have a whole month of just Invasion of the Body Snatcher
Oh, I know.
movies.
I know. Is there?
I think there's like 4 or 5
is there?
adaptations of Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
There we go. There's a month.
There's a month. We got it.
All I wrote down for the beginning of my notes is cooters. There's a bunch of crazy B-roll that happens in the beginning of the movie. I guess kind of just to go around the town to show you kind of how it's a small town, kind of
You're
disheveled.
talking about like the opening credits because credits. Please give us credits.
But yeah, the opening credits scene.
Kind of. There's no actual credits.
No, but it's just like a bunch of B-roll, and then they show the high school, I think, and it's like, go Cooters. Like,
that's funny.
Cooters.
You talk about that opening montage. I actually wrote down here, the smoking priest is awesome. There's just a shot of a priest smoking, and he looks like intently into the camera, and he's like, that's the coolest dude I've ever seen.
He's a cool guy right there. No, I was just, the B-roll took me out. So I'm like, I don't even remember how this movie actually opened.
Well, it opens with
the
comet coming down. It also opens with our main character, Bill, played by Nathan Fillion. Love Nathan Fillion. He's been in every single James Gunn movie, I believe.
Oh, wow.
He's in all 3 Guardians movies.
What is he?
In the first Guardians of the Galaxy, he's just an alien, so he's kind of CGI'd over. In Guardians of the Galaxy 2, he's actually cut out of the final film, but like he plays an actor on Earth. You see like posters of him everywhere.
Okay.
And then in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, he plays like a security guard for one of the facilities that the Guardians break into. But he's kind of one of those regular James Gunn regulars.
I always
he kind of
like
have
when
his niche people that he keeps working with.
Yeah, like how Rob Zombie
puts his wife and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
James Gunn also does that, but James Gunn is also married to good actresses.
Yeah.
No shade on you, Sherry Moon Zombie, but I think you're a terrible actress.
She's not the best, but she seems like a lovely person.
I'm sure she is.
Yeah, no, she seems great.
But Rob Zombie, stop putting her as your lead.
Maybe. Like I said, I love how much Rob Zombie loves her.
Yeah, I just wish she would get
she
some
could
acting
do
lessons.
no wrong. Oh my god, all the
Rob Zombie.
Yeah, they're gone.
Every Rob Zombie fan is just like, fuck this podcast.
Yeah.
And they leave.
Clicked off right away.
Goodbye.
Let me see. And also I was just fangirling over Michael Rooker the whole time.
Oh, fair
At the
enough.
beginning of this movie, I was like, "Whoa,
Not Nathan Fillion because
no, not Nathan."
boy, he's such a good looking. He's such a good looking guy. No, I love Nathan Fillion. He's a good actor. I like whenever he shows up. He essentially plays the same guy in everything. But he's got that charm to him, that likability. That
I felt like I didn't like him in this.
Oh, that's a shame. I really like him in this.
Like, I don't know.
I like him as a guy who wants to get the girl, but also has the moral high ground of just, she's married, I can't really do that.
Well, that doesn't stop him later whenever he's like, "Oh, your husband's now an alien?" And
Yeah, that's true.
yeah. He's
To
like,
be fair,
he's out of the picture
to be
now.
fair, if your husband turns into a giant squid monster,
Would you? That's like a new question to ask. And so, like, would you let me if I was a worm?
okay, I literally put in my notes when we get to it that Michael Rooker's character Grant puts a whole new meaning to like, would you love me if I was still a worm?
I mean, seriously. And okay, so they're trying to paint Grant, which is the character that Michael Rooker plays. They're trying to paint him as kind of just like badly. I feel like in this movie.
I feel like he's very much like your traditional like rich guy in a small town. I do put in here because at one point he cheats on his wife. Mm-hmm. Not really because he doesn't go fully into like having sex with her, but like I'm like,
he
dude,
does
he does
cheat.
cheat
Yeah.
kind of, but at
Because
the same time
they
I
do
gave
kiss, right?
they do kiss, but I also put like kudos on you for not going fully into that.
Yeah,
but you still
could tell,
cheated, dude.
Yeah, you could tell he regretted it right away and was like, "I'm not in the right state of mind. Stop."
I mean, he is drunk as well. So.
Yeah, he shouldn't have even entertained it to begin with, but neither here nor there. But
Anyway.
they were painting him kind of to be kind of like just this, kind of
I mean,
guy.
he's kind of skeezy. Like when he's trying to have sex with his wife, he's kind of being a little bit too forceful with it.
He's going a little crazy with it.
The nipple flick was a bit much.
Because she
Just
said, like,
bloop.
she's like, "I'm not in the mood. Like, there's not just a switch." And he's like, "Sure,
Sure
there is."
Bloop, flicks both of her nipples.
I was like, oh boy.
Which, you know, if this scene weren't like him not accepting no, that would be like a cute little joke.
Yeah.
But in context, it's just like, dude,
just
read the
accept
room.
no,
Just
yeah.
read the room.
She's not into it. Let it go. So, yeah, but she, and his name is Grant.
Oh,
Apparently,
yeah, that's right. I forgot. He's got the first, his first and last name are the same.
both Grant.
Which is funny.
Yeah, it's like, that's interesting. But yeah, comet touches down. And does anyone go look?
Not until Michael Rooker's character Grant goes out.
I don't know what movie I'm thinking of that they. Oh, I'm thinking about Alien versus Predator.
Oh yeah, where the father and the son
go look.
They're out hunting and they see this giant fucking spaceship fly down and they're just like, huh, let's go investigate that.
No, that's what I was thinking of. No.
But I mean, we're kind of jumping the gun.
We are. I'm like, where are we at?
Grant's character, like, he gets frustrated because he's trying to, like, have some fun time with his wife.
He's trying to woo her in
and she's
the worst
not
way
having
possible.
it. She's just like, dude, I got my curlers in. It's time for bed.
Like, she's set. Her hair is set. She's ready to get her beauty sleep. And he's trying to have sexy time.
So, typical fashion of a man in this kind of situation, he just like, I'm going to go for a walk. And of course, he goes to the bar.
Drink, yeah.
And that's when he meets up with Brenda, which I put in my notes. It's like, Brenda's cute, but she can't compare with Elizabeth Banks.
Oh, Elizabeth Banks is so beautiful.
Yeah, nothing against Brenda.
And she's funny.
Yeah, I love Elizabeth Banks. She's trying her hand at directing. I think did she direct Cocaine Bear?
Oh, shut the hell up. Are you serious?
Which I haven't seen Cocaine Bear, so.
Oh, you haven't?
No, I've been meaning to.
I was like,
I just haven't gotten around to it.
You know what? Not bad. For a movie about a bear that's
on cocaine. I know the true story of the Cocaine Bear, and it's and it's very much not that.
What?
I know, right?
They embellish that?
They embellish details.
No way.
Because when a bear inhales that much cocaine, it actually just
would
dies.
Die.
Which is what happened in real life. That
Spoiler
bear
alert.
inhaled all that cocaine and then just fucking died.
Just keeled on over. But what the hell were we talking about? We were talking about Elizabeth Banks and how she's beautiful.
And how she is a beautiful woman.
But not throwing shade at Brenda, because she's also a very beautiful
She's
woman.
very pretty. It's just when you're
married to someone
when
like
you
Elizabeth
compare
Banks.
like your everyday beauty to like Hollywood conventional beauty, it's like the comparison. But he's sexually frustrated. He's also getting drunk, so he's just like, hey, why don't we do what normal people do and let's go out into the forest to have sex?
Also crazy because you can tell there's quite an age difference here, because she brings up how she's had a crush on him since she was younger, and he's like, you were like
11 or 12 or something like that.
And then
brings up.
She says something that's very inappropriate, and I was like, wow, this is...
I mean, also, like, he seems significantly older than his wife, too. So it's like, he likes some young...
But...
Anyway, they go out to the forest. They're intoxicated, and they're just like, let's have sex in the forest. That's a thing that people do, I guess.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, they brought up whenever we were with Elizabeth Banks.
Because he likes them young.
Well, yeah, because we were at the school, I think, and the cop was talking about her, and he's like, well... If you're like a young woman and a guy with a bunch of money starts talking to you, like who are you gonna pick? Like also, obviously you're gonna marry rich kind of thing.
Also, fun fact, during that school scene we get a cameo from James Gunn himself.
Yes, yeah.
He is Hank.
Yeah,
the
he's
teacher
like
that's talking
chatting up Elizabeth Banks.
Also they have
Starla.
Starla.
I was like, wait, Starla.
That's her name. Starla.
Stella.
Yeah, streetcar named Desire, yeah. Also, I put in my notes in here, I like the Chinese joke that they do.
Oh, God. I was like, this is so 2006.
Well, that's also James Gunn humor.
Yeah.
Well. Like, a lot of his
What
movies.
does he even say something about a Gina?
Well, they're talking about, like, them kind of dissing on Elizabeth Banks for being with Grant because, like, he has a whole bunch of money. Of course, like, the cop next to Nathan Fillion is a lesbian that we figure out. And he's like, well, if she had a Gina, like, you would also go with it. And the little kid's just like, what's a Gina? And he's like, it's a country where Chinese... where Chinese people come from.
I was just like, bro, this is 2000.
That's a pretty good joke. I actually really like that because he's like, learn to eavesdrop better, kid.
I was like, this. Okay. So yeah, they go into the woods to have some hanky panky,
and that's when Grant is just like, "No, I can't because I got a wife.
Yes,
I have some morals."
Yeah, he's like, "Come on."
Yeah, he's like, "I can't. I can't do it.
Away
with you, wench."
Wench. Yeah, you harlot.
I love that word, harlot.
But then they're like, what's that over there?
They see, like, the actual meteor. Like, fucking McAfee. Whatever. Go away. No! I don't care that my trial ended 3,000 days ago.
You really need to tell them that you're not going to do that anymore.
I'm not doing that. But yeah, they see the meteor. It's, like, decayed and everything. And they see this giant, like, sludge trail. And they're like, oh, let's go follow that because that's what drunkenness does.
Yeah, they're like,
let's just go see what's on the other side of this sludge trail.
Of course. I wouldn't. I would not.
I probably wouldn't. Well, I don't know. I've never been drunk. I want to say that I won it, but me intoxicated, I'd be like, well, maybe there's gold at the end of this rainbow.
At the end of the sludge trail. There's gold in them here.
There's gold in them woods.
No, but once they walk upon the slug, this little weird, like larva.
It almost looks like a bean. Just a giant bean. It
reminds me of the xenomorph cocoon in Romulus.
I was just about to say it looked like the cocoon from Romulus.
Yes, because the little like stinger thing, comes out, and I'm like, that's just like how they did in Alien Romulus.
But instead of a baby coming out of that cocoon thing, or like a full-grown xenomorph, it's literally just a spear that goes into Michael Rooker. Very important right into his chest. Very important to note here. I think James Gunn specifies that once that enters his brain, like Grant's dead.
He's gone.
Which I question throughout the movie is just like, well, is he dead, or is there some part of him still in there? No, James Gunn says he's fully dead.
No, I definitely got that he was fully gone at that moment, because I really enjoyed this part too. And I forgot that they even did this, where they did like an X-ray of his body, and you can see the little spear thing.
The little slither thing.
Yeah.
Slither.
Oh my god. You said the name of the movie.
Podcast over. Goodbye, everybody.
But you can see it go up his sternum and all the way up into his brain, and it kind of hooks up into his brain, and then at that point I'm like, okay, he's in control now, this alien.
It pushes his guts around, kind of like how Brenda wanted him to do to her.
Inappropriate.
I know.
But yeah, so at that moment I immediately got like, okay, Grant is gone. Like, maybe, I mean, obviously his memories and
I feel like
are still
there. I think
there.
James Gunn also says, like, the alien pretty much absorbs all his memories and like, personality and stuff like that. So he's technically there, but not really.
But
he's gone.
He is. And I feel bad because, I mean, there are moments where I feel like Starla is trying to speak to Grant as if he is still in there.
But he's not.
He's not, though. And I think it's kind of just the alien trying to take advantage of her thinking that Grant still is in there.
That being said, we'll talk about it. I think Alien Grant is probably a little bit better of a husband than Grant was.
Yeah, we'll get into that. Because we'll get into that to, like, basically right now. Because Grant is now with the alien. He is one with the alien.
But before we do that, we get this quick shot of him in the fridge. He's just like, meat.
Oh, well, I was going to have him, like, get up, and he just walks away, and Brenda's just like, are you okay? And he just completely ignores her.
He just fucking gets up and walks away. But anyways, he walks home, goes into the fridge. I just love it. Meat. And he just starts grabbing a bunch of meat.
And I think I put, that's a lot of meat for one household.
Oh, we'll get into how much meat this dude gets.
A household of just him and his wife. They don't have any children.
Oh, you're talking about, like, why does he already have this much meat?
Yeah, like, he already has a ton of meat.
I mean, when you think about the type of guy Grant is...
I mean, I guess he is one of those guys that would want...
He's probably one of those dudes that just has a steak dinner every night.
Every night. Wow. That's a lot of protein.
Yeah.
I bet his bowel movements are crazy.
Oh, probably. Like, stay out of that bathroom.
Good Lord, yeah. But yeah, he is just one with the meat at this point.
He's a metasaurus.
Well, Starla then wakes up and she notices that Grant is not in bed. And she's like, where is he at?
He's in the basement making a little nest for himself. That image of just Michael Rooker just tossing leaves everywhere and like doing this is fucking hilarious.
He's such like an eccentric person.
I know.
I feel like he was just perfect for this role. But you know, Starla feels bad that, you know, she's like, you know what, it has been a while. You're right. So she's like, I'm going to seduce my husband.
What better way to just reward your husband's bad behavior of not taking no for an answer, but just like, you know what, let's do it.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. Like she does talk about how it has been a while, so maybe it's been like building up for a while, and
maybe.
So we don't know all the backstory of this, but but very true. She does kind of reward him for bad behavior.
Yeah. She's like, I feel so bad.
As she's like in her like white negligee, and she's like, has like her
she's
strap.
Just like,
you like my shoulder?
You like me being a little bit of a harlot?
Heard you like. Heard you like harlots.
I heard you like wenches.
Some floozies.
I heard you like creatures pushing up guts. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
It's also wild because all this happens before she goes to work at school.
Yeah, just a little morning romp.
Depending, it looks like it's almost like 8 or 9, so it's like, what time is she going into school?
I mean, I assume that this is earlier in the morning.
It would have to be like
it would
6
have to be
or
at like
7.
yeah. I assumed maybe around like 7ish.
Which there's a lot of daylight out for. I mean, right now we're in daylight saving, so everywhere's kind of dark around that time. But I feel like even if it's like pre-daylight savings, I feel like it's still pretty bright outside
Yeah, it definitely seems like it's like 8 or 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
But regardless,
doesn't actually matter. It's just a nitpick.
They have some hanky-panky, and when Starla gets to school, she's just
glowing.
She's glowing. She's like humming a song, I think. And one of her coworkers was like, "Oh, you had a good morning?" She said, "Yeah." Oh, yeah.
I also like the coworkers' response. They're just like, "Ooh, you slut."
Yeah, they're just like, "You slut. You slept with your husband."
How fucking you, Scarlet?
Scarlet.
Or
Scarlet.
Starla.
What the hell is her name?
You harlot.
You harlot.
You harlot Scarlet. She should have been named Scarlet. That would have been funny.
That would have been funny. But yeah, she basically talks Grant up. She was like, he has never acted like this towards me before. We had a great morning.
It's like, there's something about him that's changed. I'm just like, girl, you don't know the
She says, I think he's changed for the better. And I'm like...
Yeah, kind of.
I think that's crazy that's crazy. Like, this alien is being a better husband.
Okay. All right, we're back. We're back, everybody.
Hey, camera battery died. Sorry.
Jade, sorry if this creates extra editing for you.
Yeah. This, like Cody said, I don't know if you said this already, this was impromptu.
Yeah, like literally moments before we started recording, we were just like, let's try the camera.
Yeah, I just mentioned to Cody because he was like, well, I really don't want to like put video editing on Jade's plate too. And I was like, oh no, I talked to him. He said it was cool. He's like, all right.
I was like, okay, let's bust the camera out. Why not?
So yeah, we're back though. Sorry.
All right, cool. So hopefully all that footage that we just recorded the past 45 minutes stays and we can continue forward.
Yes.
So anyway, what we were talking about? Oh yeah, she goes to school. She's chipper. She's in a good mood.
Grant's a better husband now since he's an alien.
And what way to celebrate his hanky-panky with his wife but to go to the market and buy all their meat?
He is just like, meat.
I just love him there. He's just like, give me your best ribeye. And he's like, okay, how much? He's like, 8. No. 10. No. 18.
18, yeah, he just keeps like going up and he's just picking the lot out.
And then we just hard cut to him at his house. He opens the trunk of his car and fucking it's filled with meat.
Filled to the brim. It is pouring out of his truck.
I mean, we'll get to why he's collecting all this meat.
You gotta eat.
You gotta eat.
You gotta eat.
Even if you're an alien, you got to eat.
You have to eat. And then he is progressively kind of losing himself.
I feel like his body's like starting to deteriorate. There's a word that apparently I can't say. Starting to fall apart.
Yeah. And he is also seems to be getting this urge to, I guess what's the better term for this? He needs to like impregnate something.
Oh, dude's hornier now than he was before.
And he is kind of wanting to do that to Starla, but I think obviously a deep part of Grant's subconscious doesn't want that.
What did I put?
So he's like fighting it.
I think I put in my notes, tentacle boners for Elizabeth Banks is based.
Yeah, because Elizabeth Banks is getting ready for the deer hunting gala that they're having.
Yeah, something like that. It's kind of like just a country like hoedown or something like that, which
to kick off like deer hunting season.
Yeah, that's how you can tell this is a small town in the South.
Yeah, and so she's getting ready for that, and Grant promised her he was going to go with her, And as she's taking a shower, he's in there and he starts like opening up his shirt.
And two little tentacles start to come out.
And
this is where the CGI doesn't really hold up. Like, I'll say this movie has some amazing practical effects, like stunning puppetry and stuff like that. But the CGI in this is, it's not
very
great.
2000s.
Especially with the budget this movie had, $15 million to try to pull off this kind of CGI. We weren't quite there yet.
No, and I mean, all of the Slitherers, these little
the
slugs.
Little Slytherins.
Yeah, they are...
Slither little snakes.
I was thinking that before I started the podcast.
I've been waiting to tell that joke all week. I'm a Slither little snake.
I don't know if a lot of... People probably know about that.
People know that. That's so famous. That's early internet culture.
Yeah. But a lot of the little slugs are CGI'd in this.
Yeah, they are. With the occasional practical one.
Mm-hmm. Like, they did have a lot of practical.
When the teenage girl, I can't remember what her name is.
What is
it
her
Margaret?
Name? Margaret? No.
Kylie. When Kylie's like in the bathroom, she hits one with a like hair curler.
Yes.
And like that one's practical. But
yeah, the one that she is like holding in her mouth.
Yeah, that one's practical. I think a lot of the ones where they're in the mouth are practical. But yeah, when they're moving around and stuff like that.
I think she like threw one as well.
Yeah,
so.
it's very clearly CGI.
Yeah. But what the? Where are we at? Where am I? Who am I?
Oh my god! When the vertigo kicks in, there's a fucking bear right over there who's watching us.
I keep looking at him. He's cute.
He's our first audience member.
He's cute. He's just been chilling. I keep looking at him.
Get out of here.
I'll continue to look. But yeah, so the tentacles are coming out.
And he realizes, yeah, she's showering.
Yeah, and he's like, what am I doing? Like, this is the person that my human host, Husk, loved. I'm gonna
cover up. And he's just like, I need to go to work.
And she's like, what? Like, you promised me. Like, what are you talking about? Like, we're supposed to be going to this beautiful gala in town. Yeah. And he's like,
by the way, when we get to that, I feel like she's very overdressed for the occasion.
Oh, entirely. She's like in a beautiful like date night out like evening,
like it feels like they're going to the Ritz or something like that.
Yeah, like they're about to go to like a movie premiere or something. I don't know, like, and like her hair's all
we gotta go to the premiere Slither, we gotta get ready.
Her hair's like in an updo and whatnot, and everyone else is in like hunting attire.
Yeah, everyone else is like in flannel. Yeah. They got the hunting vests on and everything like that.
I'm just like, okay, girl, get it.
Okay, whatever.
But yeah, so Grant goes out and he's like, I need to...
He's like, I need to fuck.
I need to impregnate. And he's like, who better than the gal I was with the other night?
I was going to.
Yeah. He's like, so let's go see Brenda.
Fun fact, when we get to Brenda's house, she is watching The Toxic Avenger.
She is, yeah, I saw that.
Have you seen Toxic Avenger?
I haven't. It's on my watch list.
I have seen it. I mean, it's a fun fact because James Gunn started off in Trauma. Which, if you people don't know what Trauma is, they were like this early to mid 80s like independent film company that dealt with like your very exploitative like 80s horror comedy stuff. And that's where James Gunn got his start. Like he wrote for a movie called Tromeo and Juliet, which I haven't seen.
Yeah.
But that's where he got his start. And in fact, one of the founders of Trauma makes a cameo in this movie, Lloyd Kaufman. He's like the guy in the police station a little later on in the movie.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I like that.
So, fun little Easter egg to be like, this is where I came from, Trauma.
Yeah. Toxic Avenger.
Toxic Avenger. Very funny movie. Haven't seen the remake yet, though.
Oh, yeah,
there's a new remake out of it.
You're right, there is. I think I have both of them on my watch list.
Which I've heard people say is either like really good or it's really bad.
I'm sure it's like...
I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm sure it's okay.
I don't know. Haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. We'll have to watch that. But Brenda is so excited to see Grant. Welcomes him in with open arms.
Hey, babe, I'm all alone. My husband's out of town.
Well, she's not all alone. She has her baby.
She has her baby, her little infant baby there.
Yeah, and she's just like, I'll just put him to bed. Like, throws him
into the crib.
He's over there now. Let's do it.
Let's do it like they do on the Discovery Channel.
Yeah. She's halfway undressed. Mm-hmm. And Grant, his back's turned. He starts unbuttoning his buttons to show his tentacles.
He's like, get ready for a surprise.
And then, wow!
And he's got like this huge fucking rash, and out of it comes the tentacles. Very disgusting.
Most disgusting rash ever. And she's like, oh my God.
Yeah, she's like, what the fuck?
And then these tentacles come spewing out. It's funny because I guess he had just one tentacle, and they're like, that is way too phallic. So they added a second one.
It's still phallic.
Yeah. And I guess
just because you add a second of something doesn't make it less phallic.
No, for sure it does. But I guess they're not tentacles; they're called tubulars. I think is what the SFX guy was talking about. Yeah, he's like, these are technically not tentacles.
Actually.
These are tubulars, not tentacles.
Actually, if you really think about it for a second.
He's like, these are tentacles. These?
To get into the very specific biology of this made-up creature that he came up with.
He was precise. He wanted to know.
Also, I don't think it's supposed to be funny, but when Brenda's like being impregnated, she does this weird twitching thing where she's just like...
Oh yeah. It was not.
Which I found very funny.
It was. But the whole time when this was happening, like this time watching it around, I was like, is the baby okay?
Yeah, they say later on in the movie where, like Brenda, when she's in her big bloated state, asks if her baby's all right.
I think they bring it up before that too. I think the next...
Oh, do they? Yeah. I don't remember that.
Well, because I guess we do get kind of a time jump after this scene. I think
a few days, because like...
I think it's like 3 or 4 days later.
Something like that, because later on, like, when Grant's like even being weirder and stuff like that, like, Starla's alone at home.
Oh, because he comes back to the house after this.
Yeah,
right?
He does.
Oh, he does.
He does.
He does come back to the house. Yeah, he impregnates. He impregnates Brenda. She's been missing for a while, like because he takes her.
Well, the night of the gala, he comes back home, and this is when we see him first a little deformed. Which I love his excuse. Is just like, I got stung by a bee, and it's like his fucking head's bulging out over here. He almost looks like the Toxic Avenger himself.
He does.
Just coming out.
He kind of does.
Or like the, the deformed man from RoboCop. He almost looks like that guy.
Yeah, and...
He's like, it's just a bee sting. I went to go see the doctor.
Yeah,
I'll be fine in a few days.
Starla, we're good. Why are you looking at me like that, Starla? Don't look at me like that. Don't you love me?
Am I not handsome anymore?
And Starla's like, bitch... Get away from me.
Dude, what the fuck is going on with you?
Yeah, and this is when he attacks her, right?
No, this is a little later on. Because I think he leaves, and she's, like, all alone. She calls the next day, the doctor, says, to verify, and the doctor's like, what are you talking about? I haven't seen your husband in, like, a year.
Yeah, and she's like, why is my husband lying to me about a bee sting?
Mm-hmm. And in the meantime, like, we actually see, like, Grant taking all the meat from the basement, which, by the way, he has locked. And they have, like, that dialogue earlier where Starla's just like,
she's like, why?
Why'd you put a lock on the basement? And he's just like, well, why are you asking all these questions so close to your birthday? And she's like, it's 2 months away. And he's like, matter of opinion.
She's like, it's 2 months away. That's not closing it. Matter of opinion.
I mean, I get that couples sometimes plan for, like, their partners, like, birthdays months out in advance. But it's like, dude, you straight locked that basement.
Yeah. After he started, like, acting weird, he has now put a lock on the basement. I'd be like, baby, he's hiding something in there, and it's not for your birthday.
There's something in there, and you probably wish he was cheating on you.
So then the police come by, right? And
this is when Bill and his deputy, which, by the way, I like them as a duo. I kind of wish there was more of them in the movie.
I liked all the cops. I thought they were a fun... something you'll never
hear.
Wait
a minute.
That's something you'll never hear.
ACAB?
Something you'll never hear me
You
say.
have literally been caught in 4K.
I like all the cops in this movie.
Yeah, they're good old southern local town cops. So they're pretty nice.
They're nice and dumb.
I mean, it's a small town where everybody knows each other. Of course, they're going to be nice to each other and reasonable. But yeah, Bill and his deputy, they come by and they're looking for Grant because they're like, oh, Brenda's been missing for, like, they mentioned since Friday. So yeah, it's been a few days. And it's like, well, we saw Grant. Well, some people have seen Grant go into the house.
We've had witnesses saying that Grant went into her house the night of the gala.
The gala. The hoedown.
Yeah, I don't think they call it the gala.
It's not a gala. No, it's not. It's a hoedown.
It is a hoedown. I'm calling it the gala. And they're like, so we need to talk to Grant right now.
Yeah, because they're like, we found signs of a struggle.
Starla's like, it had to have been someone who just looked like Grant.
Which I actually
in this small town.
I put in my notes, no one on this planet looks like Michael Rooker.
Absolutely not. He is a different entity.
Yeah, he's got a very unique look to him.
Yeah. Love the guy. He's cool.
I like Michael Rooker too.
Yeah.
He's the same guy in every movie, but he makes it work.
He does. It's funny, in my notes I put, I love Michael's voice with a heart.
Yeah.
He has a nice voice.
I can't do an impression of.
It's very unique.
Starla. Can't do it. There's a unique raspiness to it.
So yeah, they're on the hunt for Grant.
But in the meantime, this is where Starla actually makes a smart decision and breaks that lock open.
Oh yeah, because she was like, okay, the cops are looking for my husband. He's been seen at a house where a woman is now missing. He put a lock on the basement like a day or two before this.
She thinks to herself, it's like, there's something hiding down there. And
she does make a smart decision.
Yeah, she actually is like, I'm going to go down there. I'm going to figure out what's going on. Because I feel like in a typical movie like this, they would just be like, well, I'm standing by my husband. And here's my bad southern. I'm standing behind my husband. And I'm just going to love him no matter what.
And Elizabeth Banks said, fuck that.
She was like, fuck that. I'm going to figure stuff out. We go down into the basement, and he has turned it into a meat dungeon.
It is just a ton of animal carcasses everywhere.
I put in my notes here, wonder how Nikki feels about dead dogs.
Dude,
because I know you hate that in movies.
I ignored it in this movie. I was like, I'm going to pretend like I didn't see this. I think I skipped the part whenever he clocked the dog. And I was like, we all know where this is going.
I thought you were going to say I skipped it when one of the police officers holds up a decapitated dog's head.
That was too late. He already did it. And
which apparently James Gunn also was like, I don't like doing this. But
I hate when movies do that. But this is also a comedy. So then I'm like, okay, they're kind of like making fun of I don't know. I'm trying to justify it. I hate when movies do that shit.
Yeah. Fair enough.
The only movie I feel like I really don't have a big problem with, and I feel like a lot of other people have agreed with this as well, as The Thing.
Well, yeah.
And it's because of the fact that
that thing's not a dog.
Yeah, and there's no other animal that would be out with them.
No. Despite the fact in the original,
closely too.
Yeah, despite the fact in the original book that The Thing is based off of, apparently there's like a whole zoo of animals that are
interesting.
There, so.
Kind of like, is it kind of like a lab kind of thing?
Something like that. I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
It's been a while.
But that's one of the movies that, because people have asked me that before, like how I felt about, because that's my favorite horror movie, and they're like, well,
you're much like, who's that character from The Thing? The one who loves the dog so much.
What is his? I don't know.
I can't remember his name. We'll talk about that actor next week when we talk about it, the Stephen King It, because he's in that.
Yeah. So. I don't know. Have we said that? We're doing
Stephen King's It next week.
Yeah, we're doing like a whole month of Stephen King. So that'll be fun. Get excited.
It's going to be so exciting.
Yes.
I have a love-hate relationship with Stephen King.
Yeah, we'll get into it when we get into it. But yeah, I just watched Stephen King's It original, the mini series before coming over here today.
Interesting.
Yeah, it started at like 3.
I mean, it's a 3-hour long thing. And looking at our track record, that might be a 4.5-hour podcast.
I don't know. I don't have a lot to say. Never mind. This is not the It one.
This is not the It one. We're talking. Well, actually, let's stop. We're talking about Stephen King's It now.
No, not yet. But yeah, okay, so Starla is obviously...
She's now in the know, and she decides to call Bill to let him know. It's just like, my husband's got a meat dungeon down here.
She's like, this is not good.
Yeah, but
my husband's a murderer.
We get like a cool pan around where she's walking around the living room with the phone, and we pan by the window, and then we pan back, and there's Grant outside the window.
Yeah, because she's pacing back and forth, and the first time she passes by, you see like a little glimpse of him, and she comes back, and he's at the window.
Yeah.
And he is very much transforming now.
Yeah, he's got like a little thing coming out of his head.
And
this is where he attacks her, because he's just like, do you not love me anymore? Am I not handsome? Mm-hmm. While his body's literally decaying.
Yeah, it's like, poor guy. And he is very much like, basically calling her a harlot now. Mm-hmm. His arm is now a tentacle.
Or it becomes kind of tentacle.
Yeah,
First he tries to impregnate her with the tentacles.
Mm-hmm.
But then
the tubulars.
The fuck ever. I'm never calling them that.
But yeah, so because he's like, I need to teach you a lesson, I think.
I need to teach you a lesson. Look at this.
And she's like, what the fuck?
That's Nathan Fillion's character throughout most of the second half of this movie, is him just constantly being like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Which is what drew Nathan Fillion to the role, because like he likes it that it's not the typical like hero character. Like constantly he's just like, what the fuck is going on?
Mm-hmm. This is why I was kind of like meh about his character, just because of the fact that I felt like he was just kind of like one-dimensional. Like he was kind of just the what the fuck kind of guy, but I guess all of them are kind of one-dimensional.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, Nathan Fillion's just very charming.
Yeah,
he's very charming, very handsome.
If you think so,
and he's going to be my husband one day.
Okay. you can have him. I'm sorry.
Oh God, fine.
But yeah, so she's calling him up. He's attacking her now.
And then
his arm is long.
His arm be long like the day.
Be long as the day. And Nathan Fillion shows up. Guns
like,
a-blazing.
Freeze!
Yeah. And then he's like, ew.
Yeah, that's what he's like, what the fuck? I love how Grant stops attacking his wife, gets up, and like his arms are just fucking flopping everywhere. Hits the door as he's leaving.
Yeah, hits a lamp, knocks it over.
It's
leaves.
Really funny.
Apparently, I think I heard that Michael Rooker dislocated his shoulder doing this scene, and they kept doing retakes of it. And I guess he didn't tell anyone that his shoulder was fucked up until
they got the shot, and then he's just like, "Hey guys,
my actual arm is flopping now," and they're like, "What?"
You know how my arm's supposed to be flopping in this scene? Yeah, you don't have to use effects for that. Yeah, it's really doing that.
Like, oh shit. And then this is now when time skip.
Yeah, we jump 3 days ahead. Everyone's just like, where's Grant?
And I thought this was funny because they do a time skip like title card. Do you feel like they needed that? Because I felt like they could have just like went into the police station and the mayor could have been like, it's been 3 days. Like, where's Grant? You know?
Yeah, but then that would feel very scripted.
I guess
in my opinion, of him just being like, it's been 3 days, damn it. Or something
I don't know. I was like, I don't think we need the title card.
Sometimes I feel like title cards are helpful. Sometimes I feel like they're a detriment. This just kind of feels like whatever for me. It's like, it's 3 days later.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like it wasn't, what's the word I'm looking for? Wasn't a long enough time skip to have a title card like that.
I mean, at the same time, we're seeing how rapid his transformation is into this creature. Like, it's been 3 days later, and when we see him, he's like,
he's full
worm.
Yeah, he's full worm at this point.
This is the first time we've actually mentioned the mayor in this. What do you think of the mayor? He's really funny.
Because the first time we see him is actually during the B-roll scene at the beginning.
Where my favorite reoccurring thing is he's constantly calling people in this movie a cocksucker.
Yeah, and that is exactly how we are introduced to him. He's yelling at someone and says cocksucker. And then we pan over because someone says, "Hi, Mayor."
Yeah, there's a mother and child standing there. And I like his fake bullshit of just like, Hi.
He's like, anyways, because I think he's like can't win them all or something like that.
But the mayor's name is Jack MacReady, which named after two different characters played by Kurt Russell from two different John Carpenter movies. Jack Burton from Big Trouble in Little China, and John MacReady from The Thing.
Yeah, I knew The Thing one. I didn't know the other reference.
Yeah, Big Trouble in Little China.
Okay.
Great movie.
Yeah.
We need to review it at some point, just because I want to know what your reaction to that movie is.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I was like, I feel like you've talked to me about that movie before.
Yeah, we've talked about it briefly. I can't remember what episode, but it's come up before.
Maybe the movie trivia that we still have not put onto our Patreon.
Yeah.
We don't have a Patreon. We need to do that.
At some point.
Yeah. I feel like people always say to do it earlier rather than later, even if we don't have content for it.
They're in the police station. They're like, it's been 3 days.
The mayor
Just being like, you better fucking find this dude.
Yeah, he's like, we need answers. And so now they're putting together a crew to go look for him.
I love it how it's just like 4 police officers and just 2 random dudes.
They're here.
I mean, they're rednecks. They got guns.
They're hunters.
But they've been tracking Grant because he's been making his way through the town, killing all sorts of cows and stuff like that.
And I love how they have a map at the police station, and as a marker for Grant, it is a squid.
Yes.
Did you? Yeah, because they keep calling him a squid.
They keep calling him a squid, which, by the way, the receptionist, Jenna Fisher from The Office, who actually was married to James Gunn at the time.
I didn't even know that they were married. I didn't know that. I thought she had always been married just to her husband now.
Yeah, I knew that they were married. I can't remember when I figured that out. I think when I first watched this movie, because I think I looked up on IMDb trivia, I was like, oh, I didn't know James Gunn and Jenna Fisher were married.
No, I think I was like Pam being Pam because she's the receptionist.
She's the receptionist. God, she's like, man, my husband gave me a role in this movie. Oh no, I've been typecasted by my husband.
But apparently the actor that they originally got to play for this, he just dropped out of the movie.
It was supposed to be a man. So.
And then they rewrote the role, obviously, and James Gunn is like, hey, baby. Come on, I need help. Yeah.
Let's be in a movie, please.
Yeah, but I guess Jenna Fisher was super excited because she had always wanted to be in a horror movie, and she was going to be made into a zombie, so she's like, hell yeah.
I mean, I would also love that. Yeah. That sounds super fun.
And I mean, she didn't have like a huge role, but it was a fun one.
No, she's only in like 2 scenes. It's like a glorified cameo.
Yeah. So yeah, they're getting a team together, and their plan is to
gun up.
Yeah, they're gunning up.
They're James Gunning up. Which, by the way, I know you haven't seen the Predator movies, but when they're gathering up all their gear, the soundtrack that plays over it, it's not the exact Predator theme, but it sounds so much like it.
Oh, really?
At the point where I was just like, when I was watching that scene, I was just like, is that the fucking Predator theme?
Did I tell you I watched the first Predator a couple days ago?
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
no,
I
you
did.
Didn't say that.
Yeah, I watched Predator, and it was so funny because it's one of those movies. Because I don't really like movies that are like, would you say it's kind of like a guerrilla, macho. Like war guerrilla kind of thing?
I thought you were going to be like macho,
well,
like tough dudes.
It is like macho tough dudes just shooting guns.
But that's the point of the movie. It's like you get these huge macho guys in, and then they get their fucking asses handed to them by the Predator.
It just makes me laugh because that's like the typical like guy movie,
it is.
You know? But
I feel like a bunch of guys who watch that movie miss the point of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Where they're just like Prey came out a few years ago, and the main character of that movie is a female character, and they're like a bunch of dude bros online are just like, a woman couldn't take down the Predator, you have to be a big muscly guy, and stuff like that. And it's like, the whole first movie was a bunch of muscly guys who got killed by the Predator. And the only reason Arnold survived is because he outsmarted the Predator. That's the whole point of the movie.
But I was watching and I was like, this is so funny because this is those like the typical guy movie. But as I'm watching it, like as the movie progresses, like all the dudes just start like, their clothes start coming off. They're all muscular and sweaty and just like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, this is kind of...
this is kind of much.
I was like, so this is the movies guys like, huh?
Fellas,
okay. Fellas isn't gay to like movies.
Isn't gay to like the Predator.
And I was like, this is so funny. But It was okay, but I don't really like action movies, and
I
especially,
I don't know. I very much like The Predator just because it's a slasher movie disguised as an action movie.
I did like how at the end, like, to beat the Predator, he had to go and...
He had to be smart.
Yeah, he had to be smart and kind of go more instead of, like, towards the technology and, like, more modern, like, weapons and stuff. He had to go back to, like, more, like, primitive... Like
guys,
weaponry.
this is our Predator episode.
Sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. We go off on tangents.
Yeah, but no, I it was good, but not
another tangent
my
that I'm
cup of
going to
tea.
go on. Ever since we did our Alien ranking, I've been playing Alien Isolation.
Do you like it?
I do like it,
Hell yeah.
even though it's frustrating because I'm not a gamer and I keep fucking dying every time.
That's me though. I love playing video games, but I suck at them, so I die constantly.
Yeah, what was it? I was just looking up Alien Isolation online, and I saw like it's actually like on the Nintendo Switch. So I went on my Switch, and it was only $15, so I bought it.
Hell yeah!
And then I played it. I'm almost done. I'm like that close to the end.
Sweet, and that's canon too.
That is canon, and nothing in the game contradicts anything that happens in the movie. So you can like play it, and it doesn't mess with the canon or anything like that.
I like that.
Anyways, Slither.
We're back.
Jade, if you feel like that's not relevant, you can cut all this.
Excuse me, sorry. I have heartburn.
Okay, podcast.
Sorry, I have heartburn. I had pizza before I came over.
Guys, is it gay to burp?
Is it gay to burp? But yeah, so they devised this plan where they're going to lure Grant out by using some cattle.
Because they're going to like one of the farms that's on the path to like lure him out.
Because they have the map, they're triangulating him.
Their original plan is, I guess, to just fucking kill him, which makes sense because he's a giant slug monster.
And he needs to be taken care of.
But Starla is just like, no, don't kill him. Bring me with you.
Yeah, because Starla's like, the only way you guys are going to get close to him or even close to stopping him is with me. And foolishly, they agree.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's how you know this is fiction, because the cop says, yeah, you can come.
Yeah, and he's like, she's right. She's come with us.
We're going to put a civilian in direct danger.
Yeah, so as they're gearing up, this part made me laugh because they're kind of just bantering, kind of just fucking around. And this is the scene when the guy picks up the deceased animal's head. And the Nathan
Fillion.
His
name's
his
Bill.
partner. What's his partner's name?
I don't know what his partner's name is.
But he calls over to the cop holding the deceased animal head up, and he says, "Put that down, numbnuts." And I was like, I haven't heard the term numbnuts.
Yeah,
years.
That is a 2000s.
Yes, bring that back.
Yeah. I actually like the phrase numbnuts.
I like numbnuts.
You fucking numbnut.
You numbnut. And I was like, I look at my notes. I put numbnut in all caps and stars around it.
That's great.
I was like, yes. Oh, and I have fun facts later. But anyways, so
about numbnuts.
No.
This fucking guy was a numbnut.
Fun fact: this guy was a numbnut. You guys. So yeah, they're devising this plan. It kind of comes late at night, and here comes Grant slithering around.
I mean, before that, we also get like a nice little moment between Starla and Bill, who's just like, hey, you remember that time you wanted to run away to Hollywood and you wanted me to be your bodyguard and stuff like that?
There's a little cute background story. And she's like, and then you called the cops on me. Or no, he called her dad.
He called the dad. And his partner's just like, man, you were a cop from the get-go.
He's like, fucking narc.
Again, I like the pairing of them. I just wish that they were more in the movie. So.
No, I wish this movie was longer, but back then,
at the same time,
it needed to be quick.
This movie's got a good pace. It's only an hour and a half long. I think it's like 9 or 10 minutes in when Grant gets possessed.
They start it pretty quick.
This movie kind of fucking books it. So.
Oh yeah, but yeah. So Grant's coming in, slithering around.
He's slithery like a snake.
Like a snake. Kills the cattle immediately.
Yeah. Does it chop its head off? I can't remember how he kills it.
I can't remember either. I've seen the behind the scenes footage of them showing the cow, but it kind of just falls over on its own, and it was a like a blooper that they had.
Yeah.
So I can't remember how the cow actually
I kind of
died.
wish they kept that in the movie. Just a clearly fake cow just falling
Tipping over. But Starla is like, this is my moment.
I'm gonna be a star. Man,
I'm a star.
She comes out. She thinks that she can talk reason to a clearly deformed alien man in front of her.
Mm-hmm. And she said, Grant, baby.
Grant, we can still make this work.
I know you're still in there, baby. And he's not.
But it almost seems to kind of work. Like, he seems to calm down a little bit. His alien mind's like neuron activated. It's beautiful woman Elizabeth Banks.
She let me have sex with her in the morning before work the other day.
Maybe I can do it again as an alien, even though my penis is probably gone.
But then the two just regular townsfolk that they have with them, right?
Some southern hicks.
They're like,
well, no, one of them just pops out from behind the bushes, brandishing a gun. And I like his little line of just like, I don't care what kind of leprosy you have.
He said, you're going down.
But I love this kill because, like, he just grabs his tentacle, or what was it called?
Well, this one is a tentacle.
Fucking Christ.
This one is not a tubular. It is a tentacle.
It's all the same to me. Anyway, he grabs his tentacle and, like, whips it that way, and they're just, like, there's a line down the guy, and I love how, like, he blinks, and, like, the skin starts to move away. It's a really cool effect, and then he just, like, splits open, his guts come out.
No, that is the scene that I remember the most from this movie.
I think it's weird that wasn't in the scariest movie moments for Slither, because I feel like
that was good.
I feel like, the iconic moment is, like, Brenda all bloated up, but, like, that's a cool kill.
It is, and it's very reminiscent of, I believe that's in the prequel to The Thing. There's a moment where one of them is split in half like that too, right?
No, there's a moment where one of the creatures in that, they're on a helicopter, and, like, his head kind of splits open
that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. He doesn't get split, but, like, he splits himself.
His face comes open. And it would have been a cooler effect in that movie if it wasn't glossed over with CGI.
With CGI. That whole movie would have been better if it wasn't glossed over with CGI.
That prequel to The Thing, I think, is okay. Yeah, what really hinders it down is the CGI effects.
For sure.
And also the creature doesn't act like the Thing, so.
Well, maybe we'll do that.
It's a fine movie.
It's fine.
I like it enough.
It's not as shitty as people say that it is, but I understand the hate
that it gets. Yeah.
But yeah, so Grant is now scurrying away.
Like a snake. He slithers away.
They're like, after him!
Seize him!
And they're chasing him down. Grant ends up leading them to Brenda.
The barn, yeah.
And Brenda is huge. She is just like the size of this kitchen.
We forgot to mention earlier, like, after their initial confrontation between Starla and Grant, when Grant leaves, he brings a bunch of the meat to Brenda in the barn, like pre-blow up, and that's when we learn she has, like, this irresistible urge to just eat.
Yeah, she is
anything.
Hungry.
So that's why he's collecting all this meat, is because he's feeding her. Because, like, he impregnated her with all these little sperms. I guess
there's slugs.
The slugs,
that are very sperm-like. So that is what he's been feeding her, is the meat and just any animal carcass, and that's why he's been getting the cattle and whatnot for her
to feed her.
And
like in the Human Centipede, feed her.
Yeah, good lord. But yeah, they see Brenda and they're like, "Oh shit!" So this is where she's at.
Question: do you think a human body can actually bloat like that?
No,
not at all.
Of course not.
It's a fun visual, but I'm just like, the logistics of that.
Yeah,
that's not what would happen.
This is behind the scenes that I watch, and I guess they at first were wanting it to be more realistic. Well, everyone besides James Gunn wanted it to be more realistic.
Yeah, James Gunn's got like a juvenile sense of humor.
He seems like he does. He said he had a specific vision, and he really wanted it to look like this.
Which is good, because I think this is a really cool visual. I think it's mostly practical. Like, it's just a giant It's a giant like skin thing.
No, they made that whole thing,
with
and
her
they
head
made it.
popping out.
They had to make it in an airline. What the fuck are they called? Where the airplanes go, like a garage for airplanes.
The airplane garage.
Yeah, I was like, that's not what it's called. But they had to make it in one of those.
Oh, interesting.
And bring it to the set. But yeah, there's a little hole where Brenda would put her face with like prosthetics on. But it was funny because when they were interviewing her, James Gunn was talking to her during this behind the scenes video. She's literally in the hole, getting ready to shoot. And he was like, yeah, whenever you first came in and read for this part, I really loved you. I thought you were perfect for the role. He's like, but this was because the scene that they had her read for the role was the beginning, when she goes to meet Grant at the bar. And just that whole scene of them in the woods. And he's like, and that was the only scene you read, right? And she said, yep, it sure was. And I got the part, and I had to be flown out to wherever to do a prosthetics test.
Yeah.
She's like, and I didn't really know what that entailed. And he's like, what did you think our prosthetics would be for the role? And she's like, honestly, I didn't know what prosthetics were. She's like, so I read up on them, and then I was like, you know what? As I'm flying here for the test, like, I'm going to go ahead and read the rest of the script. And she said she did, and that she then cried her eyes out on the plane and just bawled.
Understandable.
And he's like, but you still love me, right? And she's like, yeah.
Babe, would you love me if you were a giant inflated person?
So I don't think that she loved doing this part, which is kind of sucks.
Especially when you learn, I think the actress was claustrophobic. So.
Yeah, I didn't know that. You brought that up.
So I can imagine just having your face like stuck like that for hours on end.
Because I'm claustrophobic, and just thinking about that freaks me out. So it just sucks because whenever I watch movies like this, that's why I love them so much, because I'm always like, oh, like, I'm sure the people had a lot of fun on this movie. Like, that's what made me not scared of horror movies, was just thinking about how good of a time the actors probably had during filming. But seeing this behind the scenes film and knowing that she cried when she found out what she would be doing and like what would happen to her character, I felt so bad. I was like, this poor woman. And I mean, I don't think she had been in anything before this, right?
I don't think she's been in anything after this,
either.
Because she doesn't have, like, a Wikipedia page.
Yeah, so I feel for her. Usually a lot of actors who get into roles like this in kind of like B-rated horror movies, they either continue and they go on and do like little parts or even like bigger parts, but sometimes they just don't do anything afterwards because they kind of had a shitty experience, and this seems like maybe something that she had a not great experience with. I mean,
you think about all the actors who were in the original Evil Dead movie and how many of them have gone on to do other things besides Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, well, and I was thinking of all the actors like in Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, yeah.
Like, none of them acted after that.
I mean, that's because Tobe Hooper was a madman.
Yeah, and he literally was just shoving used rags in people's mouths, like, insane.
I think that, too, whenever I think about, like, how William Friedkin, like, would treat people on movie sets, or even Stanley Kubrick, a director that I love, but he treated people like shit.
No, like, some actors on sets like that get treated like shit because they're like, the directors are like, you're here for me, you're like a puppet that I could just do anything with, and it kind of sucks.
Kinda, yeah.
But yeah, I feel for her. I mean, and I guess you can say it is kind of her fault for not reading the rest of the script.
Yeah, but I kind of would have read a little bit ahead.
But, like, I'm sure she probably didn't think it was going to be anything crazy like that she would have to do.
Yeah, you don't expect to balloon up to, like, what is it, 700 pounds or something like that. She's got some funny lines in here. It's just like,
she does.
It hurts, bitch.
Yeah, because the female cop that's there with them says something like, because she's pulsating because she's hurting a lot, and so there's billions of slugs inside of her, so they're like moving around, and the woman cop is like, can someone get her to stop moving or some shit like that, and she's like, it hurts bitch.
I also love how she's still hungry. She's like, can someone just hand me that dead possum that's over there?
She's just like, hey, Bert. I don't know what their names are, but she's like, hey, Bert, can you hand me that dead possum over there?
It's really funny.
I'm so fucking hungry.
But anyway, she splits open and
rips at the seams.
Out pops like 1,000 different like tiny slugs. And this is when we start to learn like the way they possess people is just like through the mouth.
Yes, very face
sexual.
hugger-esque, yes. Reminded me a lot of that, of them literally just going down the throat.
Straight down the esophagus.
Straight down. And I feel like it takes them way too long to figure out to cover their mouths.
Yeah, kind of.
They're like, ah, with like their mouths are wide open as these things are crawling up into them. Like, no, but cover yourself. Everyone
but like Bill, Starla, the other female cop, and the mayor get possessed. I love the mayor afterwards. He's like, one of them tried to get in my mouth.
Yeah, he's like,
what kind of creature makes you want to eat it?
Yeah, he's trying to get you to eat it. Yeah. But they think, well, because they know that the other cops or the other people that have ingested the aliens, they realize that they're still alive.
Yeah, they're just incapacitated.
Yes,
for the moment.
They don't really know what's gonna happen yet. But as you know, Starla's like taking care of them. She's washing some of them off. There's like kind of blood all over them.
Yeah.
One of them pops up in the background.
Pops up like a zombie
and starts talking to her like how Grant would.
Yeah. He's like, babe, I'm sorry I attacked you, but you know, it's part of my instincts.
And she was like, what the fuck? She's like, excuse me? And this cop, as Grant is talking to her, woman cop comes around the corner and she's like, hey, Earl, is that you?
Yeah.
She's like, you doing okay? And it's like, honey, he's obviously not in the right state of mind. And this is when he spits at her? Or is this later?
No, they do establish the acid spit here because, like, there's three of them. They all pop up.
The other ones pop up,
and they're kind of all
her.
speaking in unison to, like, Starla and everyone around her. And the female cop's just like, now, you guys need to go. You're all sick and stuff like that. And, yeah, they, like, hold her down, and she's about to grab her gun to shoot him. And, yeah, one of them straight spits acid, and I'm just like, oh, that's a grisly death.
Yeah, like, all on around her neck. It bulges out.
It starts to swell.
And she's like, it burns!
It burns!
And Starla
has... Not the bees!
The bees! But Starla gets her shotgun out, and she's like, I will shoot you!
I'll shoot you, dude. Don't test me.
And this pisses Grant off.
Yeah, he's just like, you ain't got the balls to shoot me. And then she's like, bet. And then shoots his head off.
Shoots his head off. And this is a cool visual where she shoots the head off of one of the cops and you see the slug that was up in the head, like kind of plop out.
Interesting, though, that the slug doesn't die when you kill the host.
That's what I was thinking, too.
Yeah. I mean, we'll figure out how to kill these slugs a little later on in the movie, but... Interesting little tidbit. The slug doesn't die when you kill the
lives
thing.
On.
But in the meantime, all this is happening. The slugs are invading the rest of the town. And like on the property of where they're staking out, there's the family who has the daughter Kylie that we mentioned earlier. Yeah. She's taking a bath, very reminiscent of A Nightmare on Elm Street, like you brought up. She's taking a bath, and one of the slugs it's slithering its way.
Slithering like a snake.
Like a snake. Like the title of the movie.
All the way up to her business.
Her
face business.
Now, I know people probably have a problem with this because it's an underage character. But it's like, if you have a problem with it here, you should also have a problem with it in A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
Or even in Stranger Things when there's an underage character who takes her shirt off in that. So
yeah. Not saying that they should do it, obviously, but it happens a lot in media and just in horror movies. Luckily, I mean they don't show anything here.
No, like it's very modest. Everything's shot above, and when anything is shot from down, like it's covered.
It's covered. Like she doesn't like. There's nothing shown.
Also, it should be noted that the actress who plays her is actually 24 years old. So
yeah, not an underage actress either. But I thought this was a cool homage to Nightmare on Elm Street. But yeah, so she sees this slug coming towards her. She gets up out of the bathtub immediately. There's like some on her back. She's trying to get it off. It rounds around to her mouth. And earlier, her parents had mentioned her nails.
Oh, yeah.
Something new, a new girl in town. She's been doing nails.
A Japanese lady.
A Japanese woman. And she's, Kylie's telling her parents, like, this is going to be all the rage. Like,
and
y'all get on my
typical,
level.
Just like a Japanese lady. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, he's like, this is...
Foreigner.
Yeah. Insane. But, so, this comes back. So, as the Slitherer is going into Kylie's mouth, she
Is that the technical name of these slugs? They're Slitherers.
She claws onto it.
As it's in her mouth. And then she starts to get visions of other worlds that this slug has gone to. And this is This is where I wish the CGI were better.
Yeah, this wasn't a good visual. I do like that it was in here. Obviously, we needed this, and I feel like they did it well. I feel like I liked it
because, like, I like in horror movies where it's just like you don't exactly know where this thing has come from, or not to be that person, where this thing has come from. Like, I would have been fine if they just put it in dialogue later of just like I've seen visions.
Like if they just had her kind of like with her eyes rolled
spacing
back
out and stuff like that. But it is show versus tell, so you got to show it. It's just the effects of it.
The effects weren't good.
And I'm just like, we could probably remove this and still get the same information.
That's true. But yeah, she rips it out of her.
Throws it against the wall.
Throws it away.
Doesn't kill it. I love how it's just kind of limping over.
Yeah, it's like, oh, man.
It's like, I'm kind of slithering.
I'm kind of slithering like a snake towards you.
Kind of.
And this part was crazy because she takes her curling iron that was on.
Yeah. I mean, I get that maybe post-shower you want to curl your hair, but like...
It's nighttime. I mean, I guess like maybe like set them in rollers like how Starla did, but it's just like...
But like, why do you have it on while you're in the bath?
Exactly, because then you need to blow dry your hair. Her hair's wet.
Yeah.
So there was time to heat up the curling
See, this
iron.
is why I'm glad that Nikki's on the podcast because she can... because I'm a guy. I don't do
I'm a man.
Like I'm a man.
I don't know about that kind of stuff.
I got a man bum, but I don't do nothing with hair.
But no, there would have been plenty of time for her to heat that up.
Yeah.
Blow drying her hair. So, yeah, takes the hot-ass curling iron that's been on this whole time during her bath and...
just puts it on the slug and it's just boiling.
Crisps
just like,
it up. Mm-hmm. Oh, that was a fun little...
That was pretty cool. What do you think one of these Slither things tastes cooked?
Oh, it tastes like
Probably
cooked?
tastes like chicken.
I don't think it would be chickeny.
You think it tastes like steak?
I feel like it would be...
Meat.
I was like, I don't know what kind of meat that it would be. I feel like it would be like squid. Like very rubbery.
Okay,
yeah.
Or maybe it tastes like actual slug.
Yeah. I've never eaten a slug.
Neither have I.
Yeah, so
French,
I don't, So I don't know what that tastes like, but I don't know if I would want to try. Anyways.
We digress.
But yeah, so she escapes the bathroom. And then she realizes that the rest of her family...
Her whole family's possessed now.
Well, and fun fact. This is my fun fact that's coming in.
Yay!
Yay! Did you see the books that her little sisters were reading?
No, I did not.
They were Goosebump books.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yes.
You mean before they go to sleep?
Yeah, before they went to sleep. I zoomed in, and I actually took a picture.
Yeah, I knew they were Goosebumps books. I didn't know specifically which Goosebumps books they were.
I looked it up. One of them, the one that I could see, was The Girl Who Cried Monster.
Okay.
And that is, I've read that one before. That one's about a girl who she always talks about, like, monster this, monster that, and she cries monster, quote unquote, all the time. But then she finds out that her librarian is actually a monster eating bugs.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, oh, that's a cool little, parallel.
There's a lot of cool, like, references to other, like, there's a Tremors reference in this movie.
Yeah.
What is it? The name of the school is Earl Bassett which is named after the character from Tremors, Earl Bassett.
No, there's a bunch of nods. And then the other little girl was reading a book called You Can't Scare Me. And it's about mud monsters. I feel like I think I read that one too. I used to be super into Goosebumps when I was younger. I wish I would have kept my Goosebump books.
I was more into the TV show when I was a kid.
The TV shows are really funny.
Yeah, they're pretty funny.
So funny.
They're scary when you're a kid, but then you grow up and you rewatch those and sort of, this is the fucking goofiest shit that I've ever seen.
It is really silly. But yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know what they were reading. A pretty fun thing. Reading about monsters.
About monsters.
Well, they literally were being attacked by aliens. Yeah. They decided not to show the alien part with the children for obvious reasons.
Yeah, because it's very sexual.
Yeah.
And I think it works better that way.
Yeah, and James Gunn was like, we're not doing that to the kids. So I appreciate that.
I love it when she's breaking into her sister's room and she grabs that statue of the deer. Mm-hmm. The first hit is very weak. It's so funny where she's just like, I was like, girl, you got to hit the door harder than that.
I'm sure that thing's like really heavy though.
I know,
so she probably couldn't get a lot of momentum.
It's just really funny to see her just like,
but yeah, she gets in there. She has to escape. Jumps out the window, gets into the car. Her family is now out there attacking her.
The funniest part about this scene where they're attacking her in the car is the little girl's facial expressions where she's just
She did so good.
It's so funny.
I was like, I love this little girl. She is having so much fun. And I saw behind the scenes of her where she is like super, like you could tell how much energy she had that night shooting.
She's also got a good line in here where it's just like, I can't remember the exact line, but she like really exaggerates it where she's just like, oh, come on.
Yeah, she's like, Kylie. Yeah. No, she had a good fucking time playing a slug monster.
Which one does?
Exactly. Like I said, like this is what I like about horror movies is that you can tell she had a really good time on this set. And I love that.
Anyway, I just wanted to point out that her facial expressions in that scene are just top tier. She's just like,
hey, and we have video now.
Yeah, hopefully. You guys can actually see that.
Hopefully this works out.
These jokes translate.
Yeah. But yeah, so Nathan Fillion comes.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, what the fuck is going on over there?
What is this shit?
And so Kylie gets out of the truck, runs to him, and she's like, they're not my family. Like, let's fucking get out of here.
Just get in your cop car. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. And then he sees, like, there's more people coming to attack them.
Mm-hmm. The whole town is now pretty much Night of the Living Dead.
It for sure is. Yeah. And they need to get out of there. They run along, and where is their destination to? It's to
they're going back to the
police station, right?
Station because he called the secretary earlier.
Called Jenna Fisher.
Just being like, you got to get a hold of the CDC. There's some shit going down here. And that's when she's attacked.
Yeah.
And he calls back again, just like, have you called the CDC? We're like coming back into town.
And Grant, being Grant, answers as Jenna Fisher, saying, hey, killer.
Hey, baby.
Yeah.
Come back in. I got a surprise for you.
Yeah, because it's noted, it's hinted a lot throughout this that Grant, whenever he's speaking to someone who's basically not Starla, he calls him killer.
No, yeah, that's right. He calls the butcher at the beginning of the movie like
hey killer. Yeah,
hey killer, give me some meat. Give me 18 pounds of sirloin.
Yeah. So Jenna Fisher, she answers the call saying, hey killer, and it's like, oh shit, she's been taken over. This part I thought was funny because they go. Well, only Nathan Fillion goes into the police station.
Yeah.
And he is attacked by the funniest looking puppet rabid deer I've ever seen in my life.
Earlier in the movie, like, Bill's kind of like walking through the forest and we see a deer get attacked by these slugs. And so, like, later in the movie...
So the slugs are going after every living thing.
Anything it can get a hold of, which we also see in the vision. Like, it attacks just whatever life form happens to be around. And so, like, when he goes into the police station to get back up, like, in the police station is that deer, and it's this very fucked up, like deformed deer, which the practical of it, pretty good practical. The CG on it, not good.
No, it was so bad. It looked so silly. But Kylie comes to the rescue.
Mm-hmm. Fucking hits him over the head with, I think, a fire extinguisher.
I think it was a fire extinguisher.
I also love that the deer dies in just one hit. She hits it with one, and then it's over and
done.
dead. I kind of wish we got more deer, but then again, the CGI wouldn't.
Yeah, the budget was getting a little close there.
We also forgot to mention, like, before that police station scene, like, they get into a car accident.
Oh, was that before this?
Yeah, because Grant is possessing one of the people and crashes the cop car, and that's when
this is when they meet up with they
meet up with the mayor and
Starla. They get into the car together. This is where the mayor has the Mr. Pibb freak out,
which I put in my notes. The Mr. Pibb freak out is valid.
I said Mr. Pibb crash out valid.
Yeah, because in a situation like this where you're high tension. You want to calm down. You need a Mr. Pibb.
You need a Mr. Pibb. And he said, I told my secretary to put Mr. Pibb in here, and it's not fucking in here. It's the only Coke I drink.
I like Nathan Fillion's response to that. It's like, Jesus, I'll get on it.
Well, please. Like, let's go raid a store real quick.
We also learn in this, like, Kylie has seen the vision and everything like that.
Yeah, she explains to them, like, what's going on, that Grant is...
Not
controlling.
Grant.
Yeah, he's not Grant anymore. He's controlling all of these beings. Like, it's a hive-like mind. But yeah.
But anyway, they get into the crash, and that's when the hive takes Starla and also takes the mayor because he passed out during that whole thing. And they try to take Bill and Kylie, but they manage to escape. Then
they go to the police station. Yeah, and then he gets a grenade.
Yeah, he grabs a grenade because he's like, oh, this is probably going to come in handy at some point.
Yeah. But now we're at the Grant's house.
Mm-hmm. They dress Starla up in that
negligee.
The harlot negligee.
Yes.
From the beginning of the movie. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Grant's like, you foul temptress.
Yeah. Well, and it's so funny because obviously all of these people that now have the slugs in them are basically Grant.
Yeah, they're all combine
caressing on her. They're starting to combine with Grant. It's crazy. There's this scene where this guy's like getting undressed and he kind of just falls into Grant's slug
and then
form.
Starts to like being absorbed by him.
It is, if anyone has seen, I doubt anyone has seen Society.
I wrote this in my notes. I haven't seen Society, but I know of it. Of this, like, the giant like everyone's kind of fused together.
Oh, what is it called? The shunting, I think is what it's called in that movie.
I didn't know there was a name for it.
No, there is a name for it. It is very Society. Spoilers for that movie, but there is a scene where it's very reminiscent of people forming together.
Yeah, I put in my notes zombie fusion is like Society.
Yep, very
We
Society.
live in a society.
Yes. And, oh wow, that's like really like the end of my notes there. But I I have a little tidbit later. But yeah, so that was very Society. But Starla wakes up and she's like, I need to end this.
Mm-hmm. And so she comes down, she puts on this whole act of just like...
Well, and before this, we've seen that she has a hairbrush she kind of like dismantles. Oh, yeah. And this is a sharp ass fucking...
Yeah, I don't know if...
this is not safe.
I don't know if hairbrushes actually have like a sharp metal point to it.
Yeah. Maybe like a little, but that was like pointy. Mm-hmm. But she hides that up her little negligee and she's like, I'm going... I thought you were going
to say she hides that up her
cooch. Oh, no! Not her cooter. Not that.
I love that as a euphemism. Cooter.
But you know, she's gonna play the part. She's going to try to seduce Alien Grant. Mm-hmm.
At this point, he's just a giant sludge, so that's going to be very difficult for her.
And he's pissed. He was like, "You run off with Nathan Fillion, like fuck you.
Run off with this other handsome man. How fucking dare you be with me, the sludge?"
Yeah, he was like, "You said we're richer or poor and sickness and like talking about their marriage vows." And she's like, "You're right, honey. I'm sorry." But me and my bad Southern accent.
We just alienated the whole Southern part of the United States.
And she goes on this whole thing saying like,
I made a vow to you and we're gonna be together, and have you ever felt what it's like when your hands are made of sand?
Well, she was like saying how like, there's been a lot of changes in you lately, so there's gonna be a period of time where I'm gonna need to acclimate to those changes. And he's like, oh, okay, yeah, you're right.
He's like, yeah,
you're totally, yeah, for sure.
I'm just over here like, that's putting it lightly.
Yeah, and so she starts coming closer to him, and she's like, I love you, Grant. We can still work this out. And she goes to kiss him, which is crazy because how his face is looking.
Yeah, like his
mouth is like this big at this point.
Side of his mouth is like open
up to his ear.
Teeth.
Yeah. And she takes the sharpened brush that she has and just stabs
him in the neck. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And this is when Nathan Fillion and Kylie show up.
Well, Kylie gets mowed down by a couch. Yeah. She does
I'm
live.
I'm actually surprised that she didn't die from that.
I'm so surprised.
That was a very violent couch throw.
A whole ass couch gets thrown at her and she survives.
Then Nathan Fillion, he gets stuck with one of the... Well, what is it?
Well, hold on. he goes to try and throw a grenade.
He like undoes the grenade thing. He throws it. And, like, he tosses it, like, Grant
tosses it, and then it gets thrown into the pool and explodes in the pool, and Nathan Fillion's like, well, fuck.
Yeah, I like his defeated expression, just like, well, that was my one plan.
Yeah, like, that was it. I
don't know what to
do. So then he gets yeeted out the window, and he gets tubulated.
He gets tentacled.
He gets tubulated. But only one.
Yeah, he gets stuck with one. And I did actually have the question during that time of just like, well, if it gets stuck with one, will it be impregnation?
No.
But they explain it later. You gotta be stuck with both of them.
And I mean, I guess they do show that with Brenda. Like, she is stuck with two.
I mean, with all of them, it's like they're stuck with both of them.
I think one is just to kind of pin you down.
And then the other is for two. Let me put my seed in you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So he only has one. The other one he's holding, and he's like, what am I going to do with this? Well, luckily there's a propane tank right next to him.
Mm-hmm, that's already, like, steaming. Just.
Yeah. He's like, oh, let me just hook
like,
you up in there.
He's like, well, let me see if this works.
Yep. And I guess it does.
Yeah, it starts filling up with methane. Mm-hmm. And Nathan Fillion's just like,
shoot him!
He does a Jurassic Park. Shoot her!
Yeah. And Elizabeth Banks is like, all right. Yep. Shoots
and then he
him.
blows up.
And
very good.
But not everyone blows up with him.
No, all the other zombies die.
Only the zombies blow up with him, and Elizabeth Banks, Nathan Fillion, and Kylie are totally fine.
Yeah, they're fine.
Yeah. They walk out. All is well.
I love when they're walking out and Bill is just holding his stomach. He's like, how about we go to the next town over? They got that hospital over there.
I know. It's like no one is alive anymore. He's bleeding out. I don't know if he's going to make it.
I mean, they're walking to the town.
Yeah.
Like there's a truck right there and they don't get into it.
Hopefully, they're probably in shock. Maybe a couple blocks away, they'll figure out that they need to get into a vehicle.
Yeah, probably. But I just love that they're literally walking into the sunset.
Did you see the end credit scene?
Yeah, I did.
With the cat?
This was actually the first time I noticed that there's a post-credit scene in here. Yeah.
I only noticed because when I was doing my research, I saw people talking about the end credit scene, and I was like, huh? Because it felt like there was going to be one, and I watched them walk all the way into the sunset, and the credits started rolling, and I was like, oh, I guess not. Because I had the credits rolling for a while, but it was at the very, 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 very end. Like, it wasn't like mid-credit scene. It was very much end-credit scene.
Yeah, to me, I was just scrolling through the credits, and I was like, there might be a possibility that there's a post-credit scene.
It felt like there would be.
And then there was. Yeah, there's a cat who comes up to, it's Grant's brain.
Yeah.
That's sitting there, and out shoots the little arrow thing.
Yeah, the little...
And sticks the cat.
Yeah, because we hear a meow. Yeah.
Like Sanchez was doing a little earlier.
Cute Sanchez. So it is not over yet.
Nope. But to never be continued because this movie doesn't have a sequel.
Oh, no. And it did terribly.
And James Gunn's now the head of DC, so he's doing everything over there. He's fixing the DC universe currently.
He's like, I'm busy. Did you know what the original title of this movie was supposed to be?
No, I don't think I did.
Wiggle.
Oh, wait. As you said that, it hit me. I can't remember specifically it's Wiggle.
It is Wiggle. It is
Wiggle. If this movie were made in 2013, that song would 100% be in this movie.
Oh, for sure. No, yeah, it was called Wiggle, and I was like that. I'm so glad they did not go with that.
By the way, there will be a podcast one day where we don't sing during it.
I don't know about that.
Wiggle.
Yeah, wiggle.
Anyway, that's Slither.
That's it.
It's very fun. I really like this movie.
I did too.
Despite its flaws, this is a very fun callback to 1950s horror.
Yeah.
Not to be taken very seriously. It's just
No.
good, campy fun. Mm-hmm. The jokes in it, I think, are very solid. I like the characters in it. I like all the actors. Mm-hmm. I wish the CGI were better, but at the same time, I can grant it's supposed to be like a 50s cheesy film.
Yeah.
Maybe that's part of its charm. The special effects aren't great.
Are amazing, yeah. No, it is very much just like a charming, funny little movie. Like you said, not to be taken seriously. Yeah. I did rate it a 3.
Oh, interesting. I rated it a 4.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
And it's fun going back and watching this, knowing where James Gunn's career is at now and seeing like where he got his start and just seeing like who he was as a director from the very beginning to where he is now doing Superman and all these other superhero properties, like how much he's grown as a director with his characters. But seeing all the origin of it in this movie is really fun. Mm-hmm. And I really enjoyed going back and watching this.
No, I liked all of the nods to horror that he did. I don't know. I love when people love what they do and love shouting out like movies and other films that have led them down this path that they're doing. I loved it.
Very good.
Good shit.
Anyway, now we're getting to our favorite segment. What does Letterboxd have to say?
Ooh.
Love it. So,
I was telling Cody on my way over here that I was listening to our Bring Her Back podcast that we just released yesterday. And I was like, oh shit, I did not screenshot any Letterboxd reviews. And it's funny because I started screenshotting Letterboxd reviews for the next film that we're reviewing. But I rated this after I watched it. I liked a bunch of people's ratings of it. So I'm going to read through the ones that I liked.
Cool.
So
gear up, everybody.
Yeah.
I just did the glasses pushing it. Gear up, everybody.
Let's see. Okay. This one is 3.5 stars.
Okay.
Fun and lovingly made homage to 70s, 80s sci-fi horror movies like Cronenberg's Shivers and Fred Decker's Night of the Creeps. The writing is witty, the practical special effects very well done, and cast pretty great. Nathan Fillion, Michael Rooker, Greg Henry are all wonderful actors I love seeing. The film could have been a little more daring, sexier, and bloodier, in my opinion.
I don't think it needs to be sexier.
I don't think so either.
I don't think that's what they're going for.
That's crazy. Sexier and bloodier, in my opinion, and reduce the mediocre CGI to minimum. That would have.
I kind of agree there.
Yeah, that would have made it better, in my opinion. Still, it's a well-paced, gross-out, humorous little genre flick, and solid early effort from director James Gunn. In fact, after seeing Superman, hated that movie.
Oh, come on!
I wish he would go back and direct more such movies, but I think that ship has sailed. He'll probably be making superhero movies for the rest of his days.
If you watch The Suicide Squad, it is very much like. It's not horror, but like he's got some very graphic, very, very cool deaths in that movie, and I feel like that's a callback to his earlier days. So
I haven't watched that one, but
also if you watch Creature Commandos on HBO Max, it's an animated show, but it's also very gory and stuff like that. Where
does he have something to do with that?
Yeah,
okay,
he created
I
Creature
assumed.
Commandos.
Okay.
So James Gunn hasn't totally abandoned where he's come from. He still does like violent, gory stuff. It's just. It's now in the guise of a superhero genre rather than horror.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I kind of like that.
I would like to see James Gunn do another horror film, but yeah, he's ahead of DC Studios right now. I don't think he's going to have the time to ever do that again.
Yeah, because this person goes on to saying, a pity because the world needs more movies like Slither, like
Slither than another collapsing building superhero flick, in my opinion. So definitely check this one out. The Shout Factory Blu-ray also comes highly recommended for fans of the film.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it?
Right there, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They say Shout Factory, which Scream Factory, who put this out, they're like a sub company of Shout Factory. So, yeah. That's a pretty good review. Mm-hmm. I don't agree with them on Superman. I think Superman was a pretty good movie. So.
I don't know which Superman they're talking about. Is that the
one
newer
that just came out?
Okay, I haven't seen that one.
It's pretty
I heard good things. This one, 3.5. Truly a fucked up Goosebumps episode right there.
Yeah, kind of. Acting's better than the Goosebumps episode.
Oh, by far. Jack's Mr. Pip crash out is one of for the history books.
Yeah, I'm glad other people like that crash out.
It was so good. Let's see. This one, 4 stars. It's just a bee sting.
Just a bee sting, baby. It's just a bee sting.
Oh man, Michael Rooker is a bloody fantastic in this scientific horror creep show. From the moment the event happens, his character cranks it up a notch and turns into a beautifully psychotic madman, and is glorious to watch.
He also cranks it, if you know what I mean.
Oh, good lord. This person also refers to Elizabeth Banks as Lizzie Banks. I guess they're on
they're on nickname basis.
Lizzie Banks is funny as hell too, as a soft and sappy Southern belle in a series of slightly odd relationships, both inside and outside of her marriage. The story is fast to get going and is supported by some terrifically gooey effects and a yeehaw hillbilly soundtrack.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I don't know. Slither sometimes gets a bad rap, but I thoroughly enjoy it. This was James Gunn's debut into movie direction, a decade before he succumbed to the Marvel-verse to deliver Guardians of the Galaxy, and more recently, the movie. This is different.
They're talking about Superman?
I don't know.
What is these people's hatred of James Gunn's superhero movies?
I know, it says
they're some of the best ones.
When was this written? This is in 2021.
Oh,
so he might be talking about
the
Suicide Squad.
That's a good movie too.
This is a different side of the director, but it's one I hope we see again in the future. Oh, and the poster is brilliant too.
I do like the poster. It's simple. It's just the bathtub with the leg like up and all the creatures coming up the bathtub. Yeah. Which actually, this Blu-ray underneath the slipcover has that poster on it. Right there.
Look at it.
The poster. I hope you guys can see it. I hope it's not too overexposed.
Like way far away. Okay, let's see. Hey, stop slithering. No one in this movie.
It's like what is it? Those cheesy, like whenever they drop a title name in the movie. I would just love it if one of the characters was like, boy, there sure is a lot of slithering going on here.
And they're like, what? Then this one, my easygoing nature is getting sorely fucking tested. That was a quote. I have to say I enjoyed this way more than I thought I would. Can't believe it took me this long to finally watch Slither, but I can confidently say that as far as body horror goes, this is one of the most entertaining ones. Add to that a solid cast. I freaking love you, Michael Rooker. Just the right amount of humor and some well-placed classic horror homages. You have a solid horror flick that's a ton of fun. 3.5 stars.
I agree.
Yep. And then I think this is my last one. Yep. 3.5 stars. So this isn't a movie about a girl taking a bath in hot peppers.
Depending on your perspective.
All a matter of opinion.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, those are the Letterboxd reviews that I liked.
Well, mine steer more towards the negative. So
I was like, usually we do the opposite of what we think. So sorry about that.
So here we go. 0.5 star. Hated it. Hope it blows up.
All right.
I don't know what the fuck that means, but
I mean, they couldn't blow it up.
No.
I mean, I guess they did.
They blew up.
They did blow it up. Yeah. They blew it up.
Okay. Hope it blows up. Like in popularity, but you gave it a 0.5 star, dude. What are you talking about? 0.5 star. This is trash. The writing is a mix of Wiseau-esque awkwardness and trying too hard to be funny. I don't know what kind of Wiseau movie they're watching, but they're not watching the right one.
No, I was like, why so? Okay.
It feels like an imitation of another imitation of other better films. The direction and camera work is just plain shoddy half the time. Didn't finish it, but I couldn't force myself to watch anymore.
It's so fun.
People, finish the movies that you're watching before you judge them.
Unless it's the Jeepers Creepers Reborn.
Yeah, that's
Don't
fair.
finish that.
Or any of the Leprechaun movies.
The first Leprechaun, I say finish.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
finish the first one.
The only good thing to come out of that movie is Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, dude, she's so lucky that movie didn't kill her
Pre-nose
career.
job, too.
Yeah, we talked about this during our
Yeah,
horror
we
movie
did.
trivia.
We did.
Maybe you'll watch that eventually.
Maybe when we get to releasing that.
Whoops.
Half a star, small town gets terrorized by an alien cock invasion. Which, yeah, actually.
Yeah. True.
I forgot about this one. Half a star, slither me timber.
Me too.
That's good.
Good.
This one I don't agree with. Half a star, Mom, can we watch Aliens? We have aliens at home. The aliens at home. This movie has nothing to do with aliens.
No, and
Why?
mean,
Because there's a lot of slugs.
I don't know. And obviously, we're talking about like Alien, like with Sigourney Weaver, Alien, not like aliens.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, Sigourney Weaver's in that too.
Yeah. Like,
Don't forget that.
Not like actual like space beings.
Yeah.
I don't like. People will just compare any alien movie together.
Yeah, they will. That one doesn't make sense.
No.
To me. This one makes even less sense. Half a star. This movie smells like earring backs.
Ooh. Ooh.
As someone who doesn't wear earrings, I don't get the reference. But I imagine it probably smells awful.
Yeah. Kind of like with people who have like stretched ears, that stench. Clean your ears, people. You won't get that stench if you clean them. Yeah.
Fair point.
Yeah.
Half a star. Pausing the movie 20 minutes in to look up who made it, seeing it was written and directed by James Gunn, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that tracks. The fuck does that mean? I think James Gunn's a good filmmaker.
I don't know, because I really like Gardens of the Galaxy.
I've liked every movie he's directed.
I haven't.
Except I haven't seen Super yet, so...
I'm gonna look up his filmography.
I mean, they're mostly superhero films.
Oh.
Like, I think it's Slither, then Super, then Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he does
And
a
then,
lot of superhero
and then he did
movies.
Suicide Squad, Creature Commandos.
Oh, he's done Scooby-Doo.
He wrote Scooby-Doo.
Oh, he wrote
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo. Oh, okay.
I think he wrote both of those. Scooby-Doo 1 and 2.
I just recently watched Scooby-Doo live action again. I think it was maybe like last month. So good.
Yeah,
Great movie.
They make it very obvious that Shaggy is a stoner.
Oh, yeah.
He literally falls in love with a woman named Mary Jane.
Like, that's my favorite name.
My favorite joke from the second one is like Shaggy, they're going to like the premiere of their like museum and everything.
Yeah.
He's just walking up and he's like sniffs and he looks over and there's just a group of stoners right there.
See, I've seen the second one. It's been years, though.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to rewatch it.
I don't think I've seen either of the Scooby-Doo movies since I was a kid, so
They're so
I might have to go back and rewatch them.
Yes, you do.
Anyway, half a star. I think the fact that I couldn't even successfully show this to Spencer, who's Spencer? Who knows?
Who knows?
Shows that I have grown and am now a more moral person than I was last year. This movie is seriously deranged. I think this isn't that deranged of a horror film.
No, not at all. It's pretty like your basic body horror, like alien film.
I guess this dude within a year became a Christian.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm now a more moral person.
And he's
Praise-
like, this is deranged.
Praise Jeebus.
The devil. The devil's work right here.
Half a star. This is formatted like it's a haiku. Dog shit movie. I don't know why I even wanted to watch this. With mic, couch, etc. James Gunn, you owe me $20.
You hear that?
That's how it's formatted.
It is, yeah. I saw.
I don't know if this will show up, but it's formatted like a haiku. Who is Mike Couch?
I was wondering that too.
Is that a
With
person?
my couch, etc.
Who has the last name Couch?
I don't know.
That's interesting. Half a star, the accent, the exploding lady, the zombie deer, the moans. All right.
All right. Oh, he's like, I fuck with it.
All right, I fucks with that. Half a star, awful CGI. This is basically an allegory for cheating. Which I don't think this guy understands what an allegory is.
I was gonna say, I was like, I don't.
It's actually very blatant that there's cheating in this movie.
Yeah.
I don't think the alien invasion is an allegory
for that. I don't think so either.
And here's my last one. Half a star. Disgusting, unreasonable, ending awful, no message.
That's it. No message.
That one made me laugh because there's a meme out there of like this old story that's formatted just like for sale, baby shoes never worn. And this reminds me of that, of just like disgusting, unreasonable, no message.
No message.
It's really funny. Anyway, that was Slither.
Yay.
Very fun movie.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I did too. Hey, Michael Rooker's in it, so it doesn't
Michael
matter.
Rooker can get it.
Oh yeah. Dude, I tried watching Henry, A Portrait of a Serial Killer.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I watched like the first 10 minutes of it, and I was like, maybe I need to be in a different headspace for this.
You kind of have to be in a certain mindset to watch it. I've seen it, so it's been a long time since I've seen it, but yeah, I have.
It's just an interesting beginning to a movie.
It's got a very dark ending.
Yeah, I really want to watch it because I hear it's good. But
it's actually really good,
and it's Michael Rooker's like first like film that he was in. Mm-hmm. So I was like,
and he's great in it.
Yeah,
so, less raspier of a voice back then, but you can definitely. I'm not going to do it again. I'm not going to subject you guys to that again.
But no, I'm going to try watching it again. But anyway, as of right now, I couldn't.
What we're watching next, we've already said, Stephen King's It.
Yes.
The original 1990s miniseries. So we're doing a whole month of Stephen King.
Yep.
This came about because last month in December, It Welcome to Derry ended. So I thought it would be fun to cover It, the original 1990s miniseries, and then we're also, after that, going to do It Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 in one episode. That's going to be interesting because combined, that's like a 5-hour-long experience.
Yeah, I was like, we'll try and
we'll try to keep that.
Pretty short.
It's definitely not going to be as long as our Alien ranking episode.
Yeah, so I still need to make a post about that. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
I hope so too, because we had fun recording it.
Yeah,
it's a long one.
Yeah.
Then after that, we're gonna do the Langoliers.
Yep.
Mainly, I decided on that because I think either last year or the year before, came to me and asked me about the Langoliers, whether or not we should watch it.
Yes.
And I think I was just like, prepare for like one of the funniest bad movies.
Yeah, because I saw like a clip from it and it looked hilarious, and I was like, "Have you seen this movie?" So I was like, "Please watch it."
I was like, "We're gonna do the Langoliers, and then we're gonna top it off with Misery,"
because I've never seen that before.
And Misery, a little spoiler ahead for it, is not only one of my favorite Stephen King adaptations. The book Misery is probably my favorite Stephen King book. So,
oh yeah, I'm excited to watch that finally because I'm like, that's such like a staple movie. I like
it kind of is.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited to do it. I'm nervous to do Langoliers because the fact that it's just as long as
it's a 3-hour
TV
mini series. Yeah,
just like it was. Yep.
We'll get into it. A lot of those miniseries based on Stephen King books are long as hell for no reason.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But anyway, it's going to be fun. We get to talk Stephen King. I get to go over my love-hate relationship with the guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what we're going to do for the month of... Is it
February?
Yeah. The whole month of February is just going to be Stephen King adaptations. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be very exciting. But anyway, thank you guys for joining us on Midnight Movies. Thank you for listening and watching. We're on video now.
Yay! Hopefully this works out and we're not just talking out our ass.
The radio star now. Anyway, thank you guys for watching and listening, for following us on our socials on Facebook and Instagram. And for listening to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and YouTube. And if you haven't followed us yet, go ahead and follow us.
Yeah, follow, subscribe, rate us, comment.
Smash that like button, subscribe, hit the notifications.
But yeah, I've been hearing good things. I heard really good things about weapons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That one's been doing very well.
Yeah.
So.
No, I mean, we had a lot of fun talking about it.
Me too.
I had fun watching it too. So hopefully y'all will continue liking how these are going. Because I feel like we're actually like getting the hang of this now.
I know. We're pros.
Yeah.
We're eventually going to get a green screen behind us and try to
be in space.
Try to hide the rest of my house. So.
Yeah. Maybe get some like
be in space.
Ooh. I don't know. We'll do like some cool. I don't know. Maybe we'll get like some cool decorations or something.
Maybe.
I don't know.
My sister lets me.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll make it work.
I don't know. Maybe we'll have like different shooting spaces or something. Because I know we're wanting to do something over there too, right? Like whenever we like.
Oh, well, I was thinking about like for extra stuff, doing movie commentaries and stuff like that, which would probably be later. Over that way, more in the living room section.
Yeah. Now we're just talking about
and
ideas.
not in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So.
Anyways,
thank you guys for listening. We appreciate you. Shout out to our editor, Jade. Mm-hmm. Hopefully this isn't too much for you. Just let me know, but you're killing it.
We love you so much.
Anything else?
I think that's it.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Stay crispy,
Stay
everybody.
crispy.
Stay crispy.
Yeah, crispy.
Stay crispy, everybody.
Just gonna hate that.
I know. And stay spooked.
Spooked.
All right, thank you guys for listening, and we will join you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.